All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, we're going to be touching on walking in the spirit and meditating on this truth day and night. Now, this is a must. This is very crucial in this ministry, that you walk in the spirit and that you meditate on this truth day and night. This keeps you from going off. This keeps you from fulfilling the lust of the flesh, which means breaking the law, statutes, and commandments and doing things that displease the Lord. All right. Now, if you're being navigated by the flesh, this right here leads to destruction. All right. And if you're being navigated through the spirit and you walking in the spirit and you practicing these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability and you endure all the way until the end, it's a good chance that you could be the elect. All right. So it is crucial. It's a must that you walk in the spirit in your everyday life. You let the Holy Spirit guide your life. So when you're faced with trials, tribulations, or you're going through certain situations, you apply the spirit unto it, man, so you don't go off and that you come out on the other side clean and blameless. All right? Because you will catch hell. You will have certain situations arise while you're in this truth. Is it not said that when you come to serve the Lord, that prepare your soul for temptation? We're going to get that. And we're also going to grab, because through we're going to be tested with manifold temptations. This means many and various, numerous temptations. Temptation gets into enticement to sin. All right. And if you're not being navigated through the spirit, that means you're going to go off. All right. Satan's main objective is to get you to go back into the world. As soon as you entered into this truth, now you showed up on Satan's radar. But when you was in the world, he had you exactly where he wanted you. You was committing adultery. You was doing drugs. All right. For you women, you were dressing any type of way. You were sleeping with whoever you wanted. You were eating whatever you wanted. All right. He had you exactly where he wanted you. But now entering into the truth and serving Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, now you show up on his radar. And his main objective is to do what? Is to put you back into the world. To get you to go off and go back into the world. All right. So this is crucial. It's a must that you navigate your life through the spirit, man. This is Galatians 5:16. We're going to read the NLT and the KJV. First the KJV. And we read, it says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." NLT, "So I say, let the Holy Spirit guide your lives. Then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves." All right. Continuing, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." NLT, "The sinful nature wants to do evil, which is just the opposite of what the spirit wants." Right, they're opposite. And the spirit gives us desires that are the opposite of what the sinful nature desires. These two forces are constantly fighting each other, so that so you are not free to carry out your good intentions. Right. So when you're going through trials, tribulations, you're put in certain situations, or you're under spiritual attacks. All right. You have to apply the spirit. All right. All the lessons and all the knowledge that you have obtained in this truth, you have to apply them. All right. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the proper application of knowledge. All right. So all that you learned, hey, you have to apply it to whatever situation that you're going through. All right. Apply the spirit. This is going to have you come out on the other side clean. This is going to have you pass that test when you're being tested. All right. This is going to get you to the other side clean. I'll say it again. All right. Now let's get Salakia. I had that right there. Let's erase that. Let's get, this is Psalms 1:1, and we read, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night." Right. And this keeps you from going off when you know you're not supposed to commit adultery and you're tested with adultery. Okay, all right. You're going to be tested, and you know exactly what to do in this situation. All right. As a matter of fact, let's get, Salaki, I don't think I have it up here. Right here. Ecclesiasticus 2:1, and we read, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Right? And let's couple this with 1 Peter 1:6, and we read, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptation." Right. It's crucial that you meditate on this truth day and night, or you're going to go off, because Satan is coming at you through various angles. You're being tested with manifold temptations. Now, what does manifold temptations mean? Let's grab it. Manifold is getting into many or various, numerous. As you can see, it says various in character, diverse, manifold, various sorts. And when you look up the Google definition and similar words, it's numerous, many. All right. So many temptations. We're going to get temptation. All right. It says right here, I want to get one right here. It says an enticement to sin. You see? Right. Temptations is an enticement to sin. So you're going to be catching hell, and you're going to be tested. You're going to be going through manifold temptations, many tests where Satan is going to try to entice you to sin, entice you to go off. He's going to try to put you back into the world. All right, make you go off so much that the Lord take the spirit from you, and before you know it, you're back in the world. See, and what's going to prevent you from giving into that enticement to sin is you being navigated in the spirit, you meditating on this truth day and night. All right, so you know exactly what to do when certain situations arise. Manifold temptations. He can use your woman. He could use your, women in general, and he could use your job, so forth and so on. Let's get into that a little bit. Then I'm gonna close this video down. Let's take women. Let's say you talking to a woman. She's aesthetically pleasing to you. She looks good. That's what I mean. She's your type, and you're talking to her, and it slips your mind. It slips your mind to ask this woman, does she have a man? But now it comes across your mind to ask that question. Now you say, before we go on any further, do you have a husband? And then she hit you with a answer like, well, it's complicated. We are together, but it's not going anywhere. Our situation is rocky. We're really about to break up. If you're being navigated through the spirit, you're going to say, nah, I'm good. You have a nice day. I'm not stepping on any man's toes. And you leave her right there. That's if you're being navigated through the spirit. But if you're fulfilling the lust of the flesh and walking in the flesh, you're going to say some old nigga shit like, well, what he got to do with me? What, you can't have friends? Before you know it, you're going to exchange numbers. You're going to be flirting with her. And before you know it, you're going to be committing adultery. All right? So that's manifold temptations. That's on the right-hand side, you're being navigated through the spirit. And on the left-hand side, you're being navigated through the flesh. On the right hand, you told her to have a nice day. This pleases the Lord. On the left-hand side, you committed adultery. That's going to lead you to destruction. Let's take your woman at the house. Let's say you brothers that got wives. Your wife might hit you with an ultimatum. She see you constantly in the truth, or you constantly hanging with brothers. What I mean constantly in the truth, which means you studying, Are you looking at videos? You're putting videos together. You with brothers, you're on the phone with brothers, and you're not really giving her too much time. And she might give you an ultimatum. It's either the ministry or it's her. If you choose the ministry, then she out. She's leaving. And she taking the kids with her. Believe it or not, some brothers break down to that and they lead the truth over a woman. All right? But if you're being navigated through the spirit, you're gonna tell, hey, you can kick rocks. Whatever I lose in this life, I'm gonna get tenfold in the kingdom. I'm gonna get many more. It'll hurt, but at the same time, hey, something's required of you. You know what you gotta do. So on the right hand side, you're telling her, kick rocks, do what you gotta do. If you want to leave, leave. I'm going to endure unto the end. I'm on the side of Yahweh Shemel Shai from day one to day none. And on the left hand side, a man is going to say what? Well, you know what? I have been neglecting you. He's going to turn to a simp, and before you know it, he stopped pushing camp. He stopped making videos. He's doing things to please her. He's not serving the Lord. He's serving her. He lost his wits, man. Started serving her. Became a servant to his wife. All right, let's take your job. You might be on the highways and byways, and you might come in, and your boss might see you. So you might come into the job, and you might get called to the office. And he's saying, I saw you out there, and I heard what you were saying. It's either you stop going out there and doing what you're doing, spreading that hate speech, or you don't come into work. And he tell you he better not see you out there no more. All right, or you fired. On the right-hand side, you're going to say, well, hey, you're going to keep on working, and he's going to see you out there, and what happens is what happened. On the left-hand side, you're going to make an excuse not to hit the highways and byways because you're scared to lose your job. You don't have faith that the Lord got you. All right? And that was just a little bit examples on manifold temptations, man. If you're being led through the Spirit, you're going to do what's right. If you're being led through the flesh, you're going to do what's wrong. You're going to sin. You're going to go off. All right? And that leads to destruction. Now, this is just, a short video, something I was meditating on. Hope it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.